Have you ever wondered why cats like to sleep next to you? Sometimes they lie right by your feet. Sometimes they curl up against your back. Sometimes they boldly take over your pillow or lie on your chest as if that spot belongs to them. Many people think cats simply like warm places. That is true. But it is not the whole story. Because in fact, when a cat chooses to sleep next to you, it is often not random at all. Behind that small action could be trust, a sense of safety, attachment, and sometimes even a quiet way for your boss to say that you are very important to it. Cats are not animals that easily place absolute trust in anyone. They are very sensitive to their environment, to sounds, to smells, and even to small changes around them. So when a cat chooses to sleep right beside you, that is usually a very special signal. In this video, we are going to explore the 7 real reasons why cats like to sleep next to you. To see whether your boss is looking for warmth, or actually sees you as the person it trusts most in the house. Let's begin with the first reason. The first reason is because your cat feels safe when it is near you. For cats, sleep is a very vulnerable state. When sleeping, their reflexes are slower. Their ability to observe is reduced. And if danger suddenly appears, it will be harder for them to react quickly than when they are awake. That is why cats usually only sleep deeply in places they consider safe. If your cat actively comes to lie next to you, especially at night, then it is very likely that in its mind, you are part of that safe place. It trusts that when it is near you, the risk of being disturbed is lower. It trusts that the space around you is reassuring enough for it to relax and rest. To put it more simply, if your cat sleeps next to you, your boss is very likely thinking, "It's okay here. Next to this person, I can feel at ease." The second reason is because your body gives off the warmth that cats love. Cats absolutely love warm places. You have probably seen them lying in the sun, on a laptop, on freshly washed blankets, or curling up anywhere that holds heat well. The human body gives off a temperature that feels very pleasant to cats. Especially at night, when the air is cooler. Lying next to you is like finding a living heater that is both soft and stable. That is why many cats love lying close to your feet, against your side, or even climbing right onto your chest. Not only because of closeness, but also because there is steady and comfortable warmth there. However, if it were only about warmth, then a cat could choose any other soft place. The fact that it chooses you usually shows that there are deeper reasons behind it. The third reason is because your cat trusts you. Trust does not come quickly for a cat. It is something that has to be built over time, through the way you touch it, care for it, talk to it, and respect its boundaries. When a cat sleeps next to you, especially if it sleeps very soundly, deeply, or shows a relaxed posture, then that is usually a sign that it has placed a fairly high level of trust in you. A cat that does not trust you will always keep some distance. It may stay in the same room, but not choose to lie close. It may watch you, but not truly relax. On the other hand, if your boss lies pressed against you, turns its back toward you, or sleeps in a very relaxed position, then that is a beautiful sign of trust. For cats, trust does not mean clinging to you all day long. Sometimes, the simple fact that it chooses to sleep beside you already says a lot. The fourth reason is because your cat sees you as part of its family or group. In the wild, cats do not always live completely separately as many people think. When there is attachment, they still tend to stay close to individuals they feel familiar and safe with. In a home shared with humans, cats often see the people they know best in the house as part of their own private world. If it regularly comes to sleep next to you, follows you from room to room, or only truly feels at ease when you are nearby, then it is very likely that in your boss's mind, you are not just the one who gives it food. You are its person. This becomes even clearer if your cat has the habit of lying next to you at the same time every day, or always looks for you when it wants to rest. At that point, it is no longer random behavior. It is a form of attachment. The fifth reason is because your cat wants to mark your scent and blend its scent with yours. Cats live very much through smell. For them, scent is a way to recognize safety, familiarity, and ownership. You may have seen your cat rub its head against your hand, rub its face against your leg, or lie on your clothes. That is not just affection. It is also a way to exchange scents. When a cat sleeps next to you often, your scent and its scent gradually blend together. This helps it feel more familiar, more comfortable, and gives it the sense that you belong in the same safe space as it does. To put it in a simple way, your boss does not just like being near you. It also wants the two of you to share the same home scent. For cats, that is a sign of familiarity and connection. The sixth reason is because your cat wants to keep an eye on you, even while it is resting. Cats can be very affectionate, but they are also very alert. Even when sleepy, many of them still want to be in a position where they can know where you are, whether you move, and whether anything around them changes. Sleeping next to you allows a cat to rest, while still keeping you within its range of control. That is why some cats do not lie directly on you, but will lie at the foot of the bed, near the edge of the pillow, or in a very close corner. It wants to be near. Wants to know that you are there. Wants to feel your movement and daily rhythm. But still keeps a little control for itself. This is a very cat-like kind of behavior. Both affectionate and independent. The seventh reason is because that is how cats show affection in their own way. Not every cat likes to be hugged. Not every cat likes to be carried or cuddled all day. But that does not mean they do not care about you. A lot of cats choose to show affection through quieter actions. For example, sitting near you, following you, staring at you gently, or sleeping next to you every night. It is a kind of affection that is not loud, not too direct, but very real. When a cat chooses to stay next to you at the moment when it is most vulnerable, which is when it is sleeping, that may be one of the clearest ways for it to say, "I like being near this person." For cats, love does not always have to be shown through overly obvious actions. Sometimes, it is just lying quietly beside you for a long time. And that is enough. So does it mean anything when a cat sleeps in different positions on your body? The answer is yes, sometimes it does. If a cat sleeps at your feet, that is usually a position that is both close and safe. It gets to be near you, but still keeps an escape route and its own space. If a cat sleeps against your back or your side, that is usually a sign of trust and a desire for warmth. If a cat sleeps on your chest or stomach, then besides the warmth, it may also like your heartbeat, your breathing, and the feeling of steady movement from your body. That makes many cats feel very relaxed. If a cat takes over your pillow or lies near your head, then sometimes it is simply because that spot is soft, warm, and carries your scent very strongly. No matter what position it chooses, the most important thing is still this: it chose to be near you. However, it is also important to understand that if a cat does not sleep next to you, that does not mean it does not love you. Some cats are very affectionate but prefer to sleep alone. Some like their own space. Some get hot easily, so they do not like lying too close for too long. And some only choose to sleep next to you at certain times. Each cat has a very different personality. So instead of looking only at whether it sleeps next to you or not, look at the overall way it behaves with you every day. Does it follow you? Does it slow blink at you? Does it lie near you even without touching you? Does it like being in the same room as you? A cat's affection is not always very obvious. But if you pay close attention, you will see that it always has its own way of showing it. So if you want your cat to like sleeping closer to you, what should you do? The first thing is, do not force it. The more a cat is forced, the more it will avoid you. Let your sleeping space become a comfortable place for it. Keep the space quiet. Keep the blankets and pillows clean. Keep the temperature pleasant. Do not shift around too strongly when the cat has just lain down. More importantly than anything else, build a sense of safety every day. Pet it at the right times. Respect its limits. Do not force it to be held when it does not want to. Do not startle it too often. When a cat truly feels safe with you, it will choose to come close on its own. And when that happens, that closeness will feel very natural. In summary, a cat does not sleep next to you only because it likes warm places. It may be because it feels safe. Because it trusts you. Because it sees you as family. Because it wants to stay in a familiar scent zone. Because it wants to rest while still staying near the one it cares about. And sometimes, simply because that is how your boss shows affection in the private language of cats. If your cat often sleeps next to you, then that may very well be a silent compliment your boss is giving you. That you are the place where it feels at ease. If your cat usually sleeps in any special position, leave a comment and let me know. Does your boss like lying at your feet, on your chest, or taking over your pillow? And if you want to keep watching videos like Why Cats Stare at You, Why Cats Follow You into the Bathroom, or the signs that show a cat truly loves you, then remember to follow the channel so you do not miss the next video. See you again in the next video.